To the search and rescue operation that is underway right now in China following that airplane tragedy. The Boeing 737 carrying 132 people crashing into the mountains of southern China and exploding. Transportation correspondent Gio Benitez is live now with what we know about the disaster. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, Amy, good morning to you. This is without a doubt China's worst air crash in over a decade. And still this morning, there is no sign of any survivors.
This morning, the NTSB telling ABC News it's joining Chinese investigators to figure out why a Boeing 737 with 132 people on board suddenly plunged into a mountainous region in China.
The big thing is to find the recorders, and that's going to take some effort once again because of the severe impact.
Drone video from Chinese fire rescue showing that devastating debris field. The China Eastern Airlines flight apparently crashing at more than 430 miles per hour, leaving almost nothing behind. Early data showing the plane started going down at a very high rate of speed, then for a short moment leveled off, but then started falling again. The whole episode taking less than 2 minutes.
And unfortunately, looking at the data, I don't think we can rule out some type of criminal intent either.
Boeing, which is also working with Chinese investigators, telling ABC News, our thoughts are with the passengers and crew. We are working with our airline customer and are ready to support them.
So everything's on the table right now, and it's just a matter of getting more data, more information. Just a few snippets of the air traffic control tape could be invaluable in determining what may have happened.
And it is critical that they analyze those data recorders, but I've got to be honest, they may be hard to find. And that's because when you have an impact this strong, those data recorders could be buried feet underground. Amy.
Gio Benitez, we appreciate it. Thank you. Joining us now is ABC News aviation analyst John Nance. John, you just heard right now everything is on the table, but based on what we know at this point, what could have possibly gone wrong on that aircraft?
We have a two-stage mystery here. The first part of it is, why did the airplane start coming out of altitude? Was it an emergency descent that the pilots felt they had to do, or was it something involuntary? I would vote right now for some sort of control, because they appeared to be in control until they got down to about 7,000 feet. They pulled up, they had stabilized. It must have been quite a pull-up, many G's. And then suddenly, I think what we're seeing is the result of an in-flight breakup of at least part of the control surfaces of the airplane.
And John, there are some very unique aspects of this crash that you typically haven't seen in other disasters, correct?
Yes, absolutely. First of all, it's the coming out of altitude in what looks like an emergency descent, except for the high rate of speed, which is not commensurate with the procedures that we follow. We don't know if they made that decision consciously, what it was that caused them to do it, but maybe they came out of the sky involuntarily and it just has the appearance of the other. But I think at the last, because we know this fuselage was diving at the ground at a tremendous rate of speed, out of control with something trailing it, that's an in-flight breakup, more than likely they lost their flight controls.
John, tell us about this aircraft, the Boeing 737-800. Which American airlines use it, and what is its safety record?
This airplane is everywhere. This is one of the workhorses of commercial aviation. It's extremely reliable. The entire series of 700, 800, and 900 737s are all over the place. And there really isn't anything endemic. There isn't even an aspersion like we had with the 737 MAX. This airplane is a workhorse.
And what about the airline involved, China Eastern Airlines? What's its reputation around the world?
Very good. Actually, China has done just a tremendous job over the past 2 decades in bringing themselves up to and in lockstep with the rest of the aviation community. So really, there's nothing to look at there in terms of, well, this might be explained by a little bit of substandard. No, they're really an excellent carrier.
So many questions still to be answered. ABC News aviation analyst John Nance, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.